Hello friends, you are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get updates of things that you really need to know. I appreciate every one of you who has been part of this channel, who has subscribed, and as many that are still contemplating whether to subscribe or not. I will encourage you to do that because I know you are not going to regret it at the end of the day. Please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon is very important because if you don't click the bell icon, you will not be notified anytime we publish any news. And also, I have a gift for everyone or as many that are interested on how to build a website. There is a website link in the description section. Once you open it, there's a video that will teach you on how to build a website from beginning to the end. Thank you very much. So let's go straight to the business of the day. Shehu Sani reveals why Buhari's government cannot probe Obasanjo. Senator Shehu Sani says any Nigeria expecting a probe of the power sector under the administration of former President Olusegun Obasanjo may be waiting in vain. Sani, who represented Kaduna Central in the 8th Assembly, stated this in a tweet while reacting to calls for a probe of the $16 billion allegedly expended on power projects by Obasanjo. President Muhammadu Buhari had in February vowed to probe the administration without mentioning his predecessor's name. He said, "You know there was no power under the previous administrations, and a previous government admitted without anybody asking them that they spent $16 billion for power. You know more than I do. Where is the power? Where is the money? My point is on bribery and corruption, which is one of my 3 areas of focus. Those people who say they spent $16 billion on power, they will account for it." According to Sani, many juggernauts in the Buhari's administration were once Obasanjo's boys who could be implicated in the event of a probe, and so would never allow such a probe come to fruition. In a Wednesday tweet, Sani said the probe of the power sector and the past administrations only resurfaces whenever OBJ goes to the post office and disappears when his letter goes out of public discourse. Most of OBJ's boys are now Baba's loyalists, and so the road to probe will lead to loyalist home. The probe of the power sector and the past administrations only resurface whenever OBJ comes out to write a letter, and at the end of the day, the next thing is for them to say they want to probe anything. Just like Shehu Sani has said, anybody waiting for any kind of probe is waiting in vain. Apart from that, this issue of fight against corruption, that is why it has not really yielded any results. The reason is that the majority of the PDP are now in APC, and they are holding one power or the other, holding one position or the other. So how is it possible? Because like they always say, any little thing, they say the past 16 years of a PDP rule, it's a wasted years, and they were the one that made this Nigeria to be where it is today. That's why we have not moved forward. That because of the past administration's misrule, and that's why they themselves finding it difficult to even improve, to even to even get results, to the needed results that we really want. But the question people are always asking, you said you don't eat my, but you like eating beans. So what is the difference between that? You are accusing people that misruled the country for 16 years, and meanwhile, when they come, the same people that misruled the country for 16 years, once they come, you open your arms and welcome them back. A lot of them, you welcome them back. You give them, a kind of welcome, standard welcome, befitting welcome. You welcome them into your party, and these are the people have been pointing, and you yourself know that in one way or the other they have done one or two things. But because they will come together, most of them even sponsored your election. Most of them even contributed to your coming back. They spent hell. Where did they get that money from? You never asked. It's just like a son or a child going out to do all manner of things, doing illegal things, and brings money back home. The parents never bother to ask, where did you get this money from? But you be preaching against bad behaviors. But you know that your child is not, what your child is doing cannot be measured with what it's bringing home. And because it's just bringing the money, all your own is just to collect the money, and you never ask questions. So that is just what is happening in this present administration. And we now say that everything is just, they are just trying to fool Nigerians. Any little thing, you will come out, I want to fight corruption, I want to fight corruption. And most of the people, having allegations of corruption against them. We don't care. We don't hear them again once they join your party. Just like the party chairman said, if you come to the party, all your sins are forgiven. Despite the fact that he was trying to make reference to something different, but that is just what is happening. Out of the abundance of heart, the mouth speaks. So what is within them, like whatever, whenever you come, in as much you are going to add to the numbers of the votes they want, in as much you are going to be supporting them, irrespective of the baggages you are bringing from where you are coming from. For you are, now that you have joined them, your sins are forgiven, and that is exactly what is happening. How many of the APCs guys do you really see that they've really convicted, they've really taken to court, going back and forth, let alone talking about, okay, or let's now say because it is the judiciary that will now finish the work. The only thing they will quote for you, they will say two APCs, former governor, they are in jail and all of that. So what of the rest people? Are we going to be unpicking and choosing who we are supposed to investigate? So, like Shehu Sani has said, they are in the system. They know what is happening. All Obasanjo's loyalists, they are together with Buhari, and he can't do anything. He can't raise a finger against them, because even if he tries it, those ones knows that by the time they start with all of those things, they will be affected in one way or the other. And he himself, he will not even want to try it, because these are the same people that rally around him, surrounded him, helped him even to come to power. They campaigned for him. They are in the same party. So how do you expect him to problem? He's nothing. It's only when you are in the other party, if they see any kind of record, they will pursue you to the wall where you cannot even run to. That is just what they do. They will just be trying. They are just trying to deceive Nigerians with all this mantra, all these rhetorics. We've gone past that. Everybody now knows where they belong to. So this issue of power of a thing is, it's been lingering. Let's even leave the Obasanjo. Okay, now you guys that have come, if you heard about what Osinbajo was talking about, on what they have spent since they came into office since 2015, what they have spent on power sector, you'll be amazed. And what they are still planning to spend. Yet, where is the light? Where is the money? So if you are accusing Obasanjo that where is the light, where is the money, it's the same question Nigerians will put before you. Where is the light compared to what you have spent since you came in and what you even intend spending? So where is the light? Where do we get the light from? Where do you get the money from? Everything has gone down the drain. There is no light. Everything is just still the same thing. A country of over 200 million people, we are still struggling with 3,000 megawatts. We are still struggling with between 3,000, 5,000, 8,000. To be 8,000. Before you know, it will come back to 7,000. Before you know, it will drop to 2,000. A country with over 200 million people, and we are still talking about light since independence up till now. We can't even get that. There is no water, there is no light, there is no road, there is nothing, and yet they will be accusing PDP. They are all of the same, because they're just, all of them, they move from places to places. If this party is now in the ruling party, they will flog them in there. If it's not, if the ruling party is no more, or the party they are is no more in the ruling party, they will move to the other party. And that's how they've been moving from places to places, and they will just be telling us all manner of things, talk about marginalization. Once they don't get to any position, they'll be talking about marginalization. Unfortunately, the people that are the receiving end, they will be the ones still supporting them. They will still be chanting their praises, sing their praises to high heavens. And that is why you see that we are not moving forward. We are not moving forward. If one of your own is doing something that is not right, let's come together and say, no, this thing is not good. We know you are trying, but this thing is not good. No, nobody will want to say that because they are getting one benefit or one favor from that person or from that government. Everybody we go quiet. But as soon as they are out of the government, you see them talking as if they have that wisdom. They have that they have that wisdom. They are so responsible. But when they were there, they will not listen. You will be surprised that by the time Buhari is out of office, after he was finished his tenure, if he finishes his tenure, after he has finished his tenure, you will see him, the things that people are correcting him, they are talking about, he will be the one saying it. But when you are there, you will not do anything. Even the ones that have been complaining before, or the ones that are complaining are the same thing. Once they are not there, holding one power or the other, you see them complaining. But when they are there, they become semi-god. No, they don't listen to anybody. So guys, that's just my opinion concerning what Shehu Sani has said. If truly you believe that Buhari cannot touch Obasanjo? I would like you guys to put down your comments in the comment section below. Let's rub minds together. Thank you very much. Bye.